Happy March, everyone, and welcome to Real Estate Talks with Tessa. So we're only a couple of days from spring, which you can sure feel is in the air here in Victoria. There's lots of beautiful cherry blossoms out and about, and the weather's getting a little bit warmer. The sun has been shining. It's so beautiful. I love this time of year. Now let's get into the real estate talk. There were just over 2,300 active listings at the end of February 2024. So that is a 10.5% increase from the previous month of January, and a 30.7% increase from the previous year's February. That's a big difference. I did mention in my last month's update that we were in a balanced market that could see a push over into a seller's market as we move closer to spring. This is a snapshot of the gauge last month, and now compared to this snapshot, which is this month, it has shown that as we move closer to the spring market, which we are only a couple of days away from official spring, we can see that the gauge here has shifted over into the seller's position. Now, this is very common. Every year, the spring seems to be busy. It's when buyers want to go out and search for a property in hopes of moving in the warmer months over the summer. They don't have to worry about all the wind and the rain during move day. Now, comparing prices year over year, the average price of a single family home in Greater Victoria has actually slightly decreased year over year, whereas condos and townhomes have both increased in values when looking at February last year with February this year. Now, a quick reminder about the speculation and vacancy tax here in BC, as there is an important deadline coming up that I want you to make sure to know about. Every year, all residential property owners in taxable areas have to make a declaration for speculation and vacancy tax. Now, 99% of homeowners are exempt from paying this tax, but that being said, you still need to make your declaration to ensure that you are exempt and you do not have to pay that tax. Now, that declaration is due by the end of the month, March 31st, so make sure to get that in. A quick financing update, the Bank of Canada did hold their rates steady at the last rate announcement earlier this month. It is expected that rates will remain stable until mid-year, so possibly around June we'll see our first rate cut. That being said, different experts out there have different points of view. As always, some are expecting a mid-year cut, others aren't expecting any rate cuts until further into the fall and closer to the end of the year. So keep that in mind. But if you have questions about mortgages or what your potential rate would look like, please reach out and I'll get you in touch with a fantastic mortgage broker who will be able to get all of that information for you. Also, as some of you may have heard, there has been some recent changes for first-time homebuyers exemptions in relation to property transfer tax here in BC. They have increased the exemption limit from 500,000 up to 835,000, which makes sense. It's very rare someone can find a condo or a property as a first-time home buyer for under that $500,000 limit. So this is absolutely fantastic news for first-time home buyers. And I'm going to do another video in the next week or so with more specific details about this new program and the changes that they have made. So stay tuned for that. And St. Patrick's Day is coming up, so make sure you catch all the festivities downtown Victoria March 17th. They're hosting festivities on Government Street from around 11 a.m. until mid-afternoon, around 3 p.m. Now get out there, enjoy the sun and the beautiful cherry blossom trees out and about. That's one of my favorite parts about living here in beautiful Victoria. Take care, see you next time.